tears I've cried, so much pain inside. But baby, it ain't over till it's over. So many years we've tried to keep our love alive. Baby, it ain't over till it's over. So many tears I've cried, so much pain inside.
How you doing, guys? This is Cody from Ultralight, and I'm here to tell you about the features in our Reach Around backpack. Now, this backpack you're looking at here is a 45-liter backpack that includes both interior and exterior space. This backpack also comes in a 35-liter version. This version has the exact same feature set, just a slightly smaller interior volume. Now, as far as torso length goes, it's totally custom. So you measure your torso, and then when you order the pack, you give us that number. Then when we sew the pack for you, we make the torso length exactly what you requested, so it fits you perfect. This backpack comes in 4 different colors. We have the clear DCF version, the blue DCF version, the white DCF hybrid, which is what you're looking at here, and the black DCF hybrid. Now, the clear DCF and the blue DCF are a little bit lighter than the white and black hybrids. The difference is the hybrids have a nylon face on top of the DCF, which adds durability and adds abrasion resistance. So if you're someone who doesn't like to baby your gear, you expect to be doing a little bit of bushwhacking, we would recommend that you use either the white hybrid or the black hybrid. However, if you're someone who's looking for the absolute lightest possible backpack, then go for the clear DCF or the blue DCF. Now, as far as features go, as we mentioned, this backpack is top to bottom Cuban fiber. It also has fully seam-taped seams. So anywhere there's a stitch on this backpack, on the underside of that, there's Cuban fiber tape. And what this does is it prevents little droplets of moisture of going through that stitch and into the inside of your pack. With all these seams taped, that means that very little water will make it inside your backpack. Really, even during the heaviest downpours, you don't have to worry one bit about the gear on the inside getting wet. Now, this backpack has a roll top closure. So if I unclip this and rolled it all the way up, you could open it up. It's a nice big open entry for you to put stuff in, pull stuff out. And then when you're done, close the Velcro, roll it down, and then clip it with the 1/2-inch side release buckle. Now, the main feature on this backpack, and actually its namesake, is this large reach around pocket. Now, you can get your hands in here from either side. And the most important thing is you can reach into this pocket while the backpack is on. You never have to take it off to get into the gear inside your mesh pocket. This means that you don't have to take your backpack off for short breaks. Say you want to grab a snack, say you want to grab your chapstick even. Anything you might need, you can get out of that pocket without ever taking the backpack off your back. Another feature on this backpack is this side zipper pocket. Now, this is the perfect size for a wallet, for a cell phone. It also uses a water-resistant zipper. So I wouldn't call it waterproof. I wouldn't leave any electronics in there without an extra layer of protection during heavy downpours, but if there's a light rain for just 15 or 30 minutes, you're totally safe putting your electronics in there, perhaps a wallet. It's also, these zippers are nice and tight, so you don't ever have to worry about anything falling out of there. So that's another reason why it's a good place to put your valuables. Now, we have some shock straps above the reach around pocket here, which is great for putting in a bulky item or perhaps a wet item that you might want to dry while you're hiking. That's nice that you don't have to stop and hang it up on a tree and wait for it to dry. I'm going to flip this around. You can see that we have this is something that we actually have in all of our backpacks. We have a wide 3-inch shoulder strap design. Now, what that does is it helps spread the load over a wider section of your shoulder so that the same weight on a narrower shoulder strap would feel a little bit less comfortable. We think that a wide shoulder strap really increases comfort of whatever load you're carrying. Another small change that we made for 2018, we got rid of all of our nylon and polyester flat webbing, and we switched to Ripstop by the Rolls Venom UHM WPE webbing. And all that is, it's a non-branded Dyneema webbing. So all the fibers going through this flat webbing right here is actually the same fiber that's going through the ripstop of our Cuban fiber. So this webbing ultimately is lighter and stronger than any nylon or polyester webbing. You'll also see behind these shoulder straps, we include some shock straps on a zigzag pattern, and underneath here you can put your foam pad. It works best with the foldable waffle foam that folds back and forth like an accordion. I use 6 sections of it and put that under here. Man, you can't even feel the load on your back. It's incredibly comfortable and it adds structure to the stuff inside your backpack. Now that's optional. You can actually take these straps off if you don't ever plan on using that and save yourself half an ounce. But it's a feature that I really like and really adds comfort to my backpack when I carry myself. The sternum strap on this backpack is included. Every backpack we sell has an included sternum strap. So let me talk a little bit about optional features. Now, as I mentioned, you can get this pack in either a 45 liter or a 35 liter version. You can also get it in the 4 different colors I mentioned, which you can see on the website. And the last thing that you have to choose is what kind of hip belt you're going to get. Now the options are a detachable 1-inch webbing hip belt, and that's actually the one that's on this backpack. So we use that same Venom webbing on here, so it's very light. This whole hip belt weighs 1 ounce, but it's also detachable. So say you're going on a short day hike or perhaps on an overnight, you're only carrying 10 or 15 pounds and you don't think that you need a hip belt, you can take this off and unclip it from the backpack and leave it at home. But if you're going on a longer hike, you're carrying a heavier load and you think that you're going to want the hip belt for the extra stability, clip it back on and use it during that hike. It's that easy. Now the other option is our sewn in 4-inch padded hip belt. I don't have one with me here, but it's much taller, as I mentioned, 4 inches, and it uses the same padding that we use on the shoulder straps. So that padded thick hip belt put over your hips, it really helps spread out the load and increase the comfort of your backpack. On that hip belt, on the right-hand side, there's also a zipper pocket, which is great for putting your cell phone or any of your stowables that you might want to use on a regular basis. Great for throwing a Cliff Bar in there. So yeah, it's between the detachable hip belt and the 4-inch padded hip belt. Now let's move on to the weights. The clear DCF is our lightest option as far as the fabrics go. That backpack weighs only 8.75 ounces. Then the blue DCF, similar to the clear DCF, except it uses we use the black hybrid material on some of these features like the side water bottle pockets and the top of the mesh. So that one weighs a little bit more at 9.25 ounces. And then the DCF hybrid, like we have here, both the white and the black, they weigh 10.75 ounces. So across the board, very light. The sternum strap is an added 1/4 ounce. Not much at all, but honestly, probably going to be useful on just about any hike. And then as far as the hip belts go, if you choose to use the detachable hip belt, that's 1 ounce added to the pack, but then again, you can take it off and leave it at home depending on the hike. And then if you choose the padded hip belt, that's 2.5 ounces, 2.5 ounces added to the weight of the pack. And that's permanent because it's sewn right into the seam. So I think that covers everything. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Thanks so much for following along, guys. Have a fantastic day.
So many years we've tried.